knowing that I had given up on a lot.
In a world where the population increases by 4 infants every second, the delicate balance of life teeters on the edge of both wonder and challenge.
Local baby's miraculous story for survival.
Unbelievable pregnancies, surprising births, and complex procedures.
Taylor and Kennedy and Jace and Cash.
Hold on to witness the enigmatic reality of birth.
Quadruplets? Wow. This is fascinating.
Giving birth with 2 wombs. Babies aren't the only ones facing trials. Mothers like Sarah Ryan have their own share of remarkable hurdles during pregnancy.
Of our own and how much we wanted to have our own family, and it felt like someone just completely came in and just ripped it all away from you.
She faced the rare challenge of uterine didelphys, a condition where a woman has 2 wombs, each with a heightened risk of miscarriage or preterm birth. Sarah had gone through a tough time with a miscarriage and was told she might not have children, but she surprised everyone by having a healthy boy and then twins.
But everything behind us, the miscarriage, everything, the heartache, it was gone. We had our little family and we were happy with it.
Each growing in their own special womb. This is super rare, with only about 70 women in the world known to have experienced this. Sarah had a careful and closely watched pregnancy, with her doctors always there to help. She had a special kind of surgery called a double cesarean to deliver her twins early at 33 weeks. Thankfully, Sarah and both her babies came through it all well and healthy. Baby's skin cracked. Every child brings a unique light into the world, and baby Anna's story is a touching reminder of unconditional love.
I can't share a plate with her. Like, she just downed the entire taco.
Right after baby Anna was born, her skin began to crack because of a rare condition called harlequin ichthyosis. Her parents were surprised, but their only wish was for her to be okay.
She was crying, she was in pain, and her skin became hard, like leather.
Anna's life is not typical. Her skin grows too fast, so she spends a lot of time bathing to help it heal properly. Despite her challenges, her family sees her as much more than her condition. Although Anna can't play outside much because her body doesn't regulate her temperature well, she is a happy little girl who loves to eat and dance. Unusual lip. Murphy, this brave little boy from Arkansas, is smiling more comfortably after doctors successfully operated on his swollen lip. Born with a venous malformation, his growing lip brought stares and worries. Although the treatments helped, it didn't solve the problem. His loving parents, Trip and Kim, chose surgery as the final step.
Figure it out. We'll fix it.
Mother and son head to the OR. They went to New York, trusting a doctor to fix Murphy's lip. At Manhattan's hospital, the doctors' wondrous work in a 2-hour surgery reduced Murphy's lip to a more normal size. The family's relief was as huge as their joy seeing Murphy's new smile.
Looks good.
Results are wonderful. Absolutely amazed.
Baby's rare condition. Luna has a serious skin issue that, if left untreated, could potentially lead to cancer. Its condition is exceptionally uncommon, occurring in only 1 out of every 500,000 babies. Many people around the world have been following Luna's journey online, demonstrating their care and support for her. It was after she went viral that a skilled children's surgeon came forward.
Start with the eyes and the nose.
With a comprehensive plan to improve her facial condition. Although it's going to be a challenging few years filled with multiple surgeries, her mother remains hopeful for Luna's future. The news will continue to provide updates on Luna's progress as she works towards a better and healthier life. Uncombable hair syndrome. Meet Lachlan, the boy with the unique hair. You might doubt, but his hair tells a story all its own. This disease is so unique that merely 100 cases exist worldwide. This condition typically causes white or strawberry blonde hair that stands out and can't be tamed. Although some children may outgrow it by puberty, Lachlan's family wouldn't have it any other way. They adore his distinctive locks, seeing them as a part of his charm. Lachlan's hair, a natural crown of uniqueness,
Had just stuck her finger in a light socket. We would comb it, try to comb it down, pop right back up.
is a source of joy for his family, who embraces his individuality with absolute love. Diagnosed with TPA. Childhood should be full of fun and laughter, but some, like JT Borofka, face enormous challenges on their own. This lovable little boy was diagnosed with a rare condition called TPI.
Smiles at everybody. He loves driving his little car around. He loves steering wheels. He likes hanging out with Dad.
After his parents noticed he looked pale. This genetic disorder is very rare, with only about 50 cases known. Although children with TPI often don't live into adulthood, his family didn't give up. They worked hard to raise $1.2 million for research, and have already gathered $200,000. Recently, they sent $50,000 to help doctors in their research.
A special day for us. And this envelope is the first $50,000 that we're sending to Michael Palladino in Pittsburgh.
It's a race against time, but his family is full of hope. They're doing everything to give him a fighting chance at life. 14-pound baby. In a remarkable event at Tampa's St. Joseph's Women's Hospital, this woman delivered a baby boy tipping the scales at a whopping 14 pounds, surprising everyone. Avery's arrival, following a grueling 18-hour natural labor, was extraordinary, as Ford didn't even suspect she was expecting until the late stages of pregnancy, with no signs of nausea or weight gain. Despite initial hiccups in managing his blood sugar and breathing, Avery is thriving in a neonatal care, poised to head home.
My baby weighed what? They were like, your baby is adorably huge.
So huge.
His exceptional size has his dad humorously predicting a future in football defense. Indeed, a baby of Avery's size is an incredibly rare sight, 1 in 100,000, making his birth a truly unique story. Abandoned baby. 5-month-old Abigail Lynn has a rare condition affecting her facial bone development. Initially put up for adoption, she was left at the doctor's mercy when the prospective family stepped back after seeing her. Her birth mother, Christina, saw this as a sign that Abigail was meant to stay with her true family, embracing her as a precious miracle. Christina is now committed to providing a joyful life for Abigail, proving love transcends appearance. Their story, a testament to a mother's love, reminds us that every child deserves a family's embrace. Genetic disorder. In Citrus, this couple's world brightened with the birth of twins. Yet, soon they faced a reality where one of the twins was unlike any baby they'd ever imagined. Blakely, who suffered from a rare genetic disorder where her brain didn't divide into 2 hemispheres. Despite being told she wouldn't live past birth, Blakely defied the odds and lived for 10 months, facing challenges like seizures.
That was a daily or every other day feeling like, are we going to the hospital today?
This is not just a story of birth, but an unexpected journey into the heart of what it means to be a family, to love and to cherish every moment. It was a day that turned the Puckett family's life from routine anticipation to an odyssey of courage and unconditional love. Ear never developed. Maddie Kleiber, a baby girl of 6 born with a small ear, got a life-changing gift. A new 3D printed ear. Yep, you got that right. The doctor used a scan of Maddie's other ear to make an exact copy. Fitted with a hearing aid, the surgery was a big step for her, who had felt different because of her ear. Her mom looked forward to stopping the teasing Maddie faced. After a long 9-hour surgery, Maddie woke up with the shiny ear cuffs she had made, ready to start anew. A week on, her new ear still healing, Maddie's joy was clear. Her new ear meant a fresh start and a boost in confidence.
I love my new ear.
Baby with rare skin condition. A couple from Woodland Hills is on a mission to raise awareness about their baby Casey's rare skin disorder, which results in large moles covering his body and carries a risk of skin cancer, but is mostly cosmetic. People have a severe case of severe, as his critics called congenital, that caused large moles to grow all over his body. Here, there, it's just everywhere. Overcoming the initial feelings of guilt from a seemingly perfect pregnancy, this couple is now focused on helping Casey grow up confident despite potential societal challenges.
I try not to go out.
They have learned unconditional acceptance from their daughter, who shows affection for Casey by kissing him on his spots, teaching them the beauty and accepting a different version of perfection that they had anticipated.
Even parents you may find you come across that don't want their kid to be near the kid.
Baby with water allergy. See how this adorable baby girl is suffering from an extremely rare and puzzling condition where contact with water causes severe allergic reactions. Despite her love for water, Ivy can only be exposed for a few seconds before her skin turns red and develops painful blisters.
Her with a towel that they would kind of break open.
To avoid these reactions, her parents limit her outdoor play and resort to cleaning her with wet wipes, as even her own tears can trigger the condition. Ivy's symptoms, which appeared at 8 months old, baffled doctors until a pediatric specialist diagnosed her with this condition that affects fewer than 100 people in the U.S. While the cause is unknown and there is no cure, Ivy can still drink water without allergic reactions. Baby girl in plastic bag. This baby girl was found alive in a plastic bag, and now authorities in Georgia are trying to figure out who abandoned her.
Child was taken to a local hospital and authorities are calling her Baby India.
The infant, whom authorities have named Baby India, was heard crying, a promising sign of her health, and was swiftly wrapped in a shirt and taken to a hospital for care. She is now being looked after by local children's services. As adoption offers flood in for Baby India, officials remind the public of Georgia's safe haven laws, which permit the safe surrender of infants under 30 days old. Nevertheless, the person responsible for abandoning Baby faces potential severe criminal charges, highlighting the gravity of the situation. Baby with big nose. Not all babies are perfect, and it's perfectly okay. This story is all about embracing the imperfect in the most heartwarming way possible. When she was born, her mother candidly noted her daughter's unconventional appearance, remarking on her really big nose. Rather than feeling sensitive about these observations, she chose to share her baby's uniqueness on TikTok, creating a video that went viral with over 22 million views, despite receiving some negative feedback from those accusing her of being a bad mother, potentially causing future self-esteem issues for her baby.
She looks like Dobby from Harry Potter. She looks like Mr. Bean.
But she standed by her decision, highlighting the reality that not all babies conform to the conventional standards of cuteness, and emphasizing the importance of embracing these differences with humor and love. Non-existent brain. Jackson, who was born with a severe brain abnormality, initially misdiagnosed with spina bifida after a 17-week ultrasound. Jackson's actual condition meant his brain was hardly forming, leading to a diagnosis of microhydranencephaly.
Come up with the proper diagnosis. Microhydranencephaly.
Despite the grim prognosis and the option for termination, his parents chose to proceed with the pregnancy based on their beliefs they placed on his life.
That we had the option to terminate in the state of Florida until 24 weeks.
Now over a year old, Jackson's survival surprises medical professionals, and although severely disabled, he displays responsiveness to his parents' affection and care. Super rare condition.
Local baby's miraculous story for survival.
Born with a super rare condition where parts of the skull don't form. Now, I know that sounds really intense, but Here's the heartwarming part. This family is just over the moon with love for their kiddo. It's like, despite the odds, which are honestly pretty tough with this kind of thing, their little one is hanging in there, being all miraculous and stuff. Twins diagnosed with cancer. Here is another eye-opening story of identical twin babies, Madeline and Isabella, born on July 4, 2007. Unfortunately, these twins were diagnosed with cancer, with a rare cancer, stage 4's neuroblastoma, at a routine checkup. When doctors saw that the twin girls had serious tumors all through their livers, they knew they had to start chemotherapy, even though it was really risky. It was a tough time, but something amazing happened after the twins got 4 treatments. They started getting better, especially when they were brought back together. And then the test came back with incredible news. The twins were free from cancer. It was a real-life miracle that brought joy and relief to everyone involved. Triplets' different destinies. 3 heartbeats, 3 cries, but not all the same. These triplets, from which 2 were abandoned by the very ones who brought them into this world. 2 of them were conjoined and were destined to face a world that wasn't prepared for their uniqueness. Their story started when their own parents left them, yet destiny had other plans and a loving family adopted them. Now, 14 years later, the sisters who were once joined together have been separated. They walk on their own, but they'll always be connected at heart, thanks to bravery and the wonders of medicine. Identical quadruplets.
Quadruplets? Wow. You know, this is fascinating.
Not all stories are the same. Some even can truly make your eyes light up with wonder, just like this one. This couple is having an amazing life with their quadruplets. Ready for the challenge of raising 4 identical girls, whose matching outfits often turn heads. The couple's love story led to a surprise natural condition of 1 in 64 million monochronic quadruplets.
There are 4 of them growing up in the same environment, of the same age, very similar needs and wants and wishes and so on at the same time.
Despite fertility hurdles, they stood firm against the option of reducing the pregnancy even with the known risks. The quads arrived prematurely, tiny but mighty, especially the little one who tipped the scales at just 1 pound 9 ounces. 8 weeks later, the Super Sisters triumphantly headed home. They're dressed alike, prompting giggles and whispers, but it's their special bond that's the talk of the town. Miracle nonuplets. Here, the world just got a little more crowded in the cutest possible way.
J'ai donné naissance à 9, 5 filles, 4 garçons.
This family, struck by a 9-fold blessing, made history with the first non-uplets to survive past infancy. They have got 5 baby girls and 4 boys. Yep, 9 tots.
Partie de 7. Allah nous a offert 9.
They were expecting to have 7 babies, but 2 were a shocking surprise, but they were all happy to welcome them. Although these tiny troopers arrived super early at 30 weeks, they were really featherweights, tipping the scales between 1.1 and 2.2 pounds. I have to say, they will definitely need a big team of 32 people to make sure everything runs smoothly. And guess what? They're now also Guinness World Record holders. Twins sharing organs. These Heron sisters, Malaya and Kendra, were born conjoined in February 2002 in the United States, sharing a kidney. Yep, you heard that right. They actually shared a kidney. Against medical expectations, they survived early childhood. But as they grew, so did the strain on their shared kidney. At the age of 4, they underwent a life-saving 26-hour separation surgery. The procedure was successful, although it left each sister with 1 leg. Malaya kept the shared kidney while Kendra eventually received a donor transplant. Despite the initial challenges of adjusting to life apart, the twins thrived. graduating from regular school and leading normal lives by the age of 17. They are grateful to the medical team that separated them and have become an inspiration for resilience and endurance. Conjoined twins. The surgery, which took place on December 21, 2022, marks the 10th operation of its kind at the hospital, with around 26 cases handled to date. The girls were conjoined from chest to stomach and had to wait 11 months for the procedure, which involved extensive planning, examinations, and the collaboration of specialists and residents, supported by local government and donations. The emotional narrative from the mother expressed a mix of joy and fear for her children's ordeal. There was a wide community and governmental support, including from the local Babate, Kenki Kernawan, and various health workers. The successful surgery aims to allow the twins to live a normal life, and the mother extends her heartfelt gratitude to all who assisted in the process. Miracle Twins. Meet Shakina and Kevin, whose miracle twins made a miraculous entry into the world at just 22 weeks. These little fighters tip the scales at 330 and 420 grams and have bravely navigated a challenging start to life. Their journey, marked by resilience, has not only brought them home after a 6-month hospital stay, but also earned them a place in the Guinness World Records. As they continue to grow and thrive against all odds, the twins' journey is a powerful reminder that even the smallest among us can have the mightiest will to live. Oldest mother of the world. At 70, Rajo Devi became the world's oldest new mom, astonishing everyone. She and her 72-year-old husband have been unable to have a baby for 50 years. A fertility clinic helped her get pregnant using a donor egg and her husband's sperm. It wasn't easy. Being pregnant at her age was risky. On December 6, 2008, she gave birth to a healthy girl. Now the couple is trying for another child through IVF, hoping for a boy. Multiple births. In 2016, identical twin sisters Carrie and Kelly, who already had twins, were both surprised to find out they were expecting twins again.
Both of us sometimes still look at each other and think, wow, did this really happen to us?
Carrie, who was told she couldn't get pregnant, was shocked to learn she had another set of twins on the way. Her sister Kelly, who wanted just one more child, was also astonished to see her ultrasound revealing twins. They both felt confident they could handle it because they had done it before.
Heather and Kennedy and Jace and Cash.
Their extraordinary simultaneous pregnancies made them reflect on the incredible coincidence with amazement. Most fertile woman on Earth. In Uganda, Mariam Nabansi's life is a testament to motherhood's incredible power. By 40, she'd given birth to 44 children, including a mix of twins, triplets, and quadruplets, from which only 38 survived. A rare condition meant typical birth control failed, leading to this extraordinary family. Married and a mother from just 12, she juggled jobs from hairdressing to brewing gin, ensuring her brood's care after her husband left. Doctors diagnosed her with hypervaluation, a condition where the ovaries release several eggs in one cycle, making multiple births more likely. Treatments for hypervolition weren't accessible to her, and birth control options were deemed harmful. Giant baby girl. Let me now introduce you to someone extraordinary, also known as a giant baby girl. This little baby named Isla was born in India. She seemed just like any other newborn. However, at around 4 months of age, her growth took a peculiar turn. It wasn't a normal, gradual growth, but rather an astonishing one. By the time she reached 10 months, she already weighed as much as an average 6-year-old, earning her the nickname of a gentle giant baby. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows? We might even feature it in one of our videos. Defying all odds, this courageous couple chose the path of life for her twins, facing a challenging journey. At first, thrilled to know they were expecting identical twins, their happiness was overshadowed after 15 weeks. It's because their twins were diagnosed with twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome, a condition endangering both babies' lives. They were faced with the unimaginable option of terminating the pregnancy or risking the lives of both. And you know what? They bravely chose life. The babies needed a special laser treatment to safely split the blood vessels they shared. Fortunately, the procedure was successful. The twins were born prematurely at 29 weeks, with one significantly smaller than the other. But both showed signs of life. See you next time!